Hello, you two. I'm like, this is like so messy and I love it. I know that I am held to not talk about some things for a little bit. So, Kat, I want to start with you. And I just want you to give me a little, just like non spoilery trajectory of where Bria's headed this season. What's she going through? What's
Oh,
happening?
she's going through it. Yeah, she's dealing with a lot. I would say it's the same kind of dynamics you see play out, with her friendships and her relationship with Evan. We start, in the 2008 storyline, seeing her coming back from vacation with Evan's parents, and things maybe aren't going as well as they should be. And I think she's dealing with a lot of disappointment in every aspect of her life, and or at least with her relationships. And then, you get to kind of see her go down this rabbit hole of a relationship, and there's lots of like teetering lines of a dynamic there with this new character Oliver, and I think people are going to be shocked. Yeah.
I can tell you, I did not see this coming for her.
No.
And I was like, if it was going to be anyone, I love that it's the one that I wasn't predicting.
Right.
And Tom, talk to me about joining this wild chaos. I was just talking to Megan about it, and she was saying like it wasn't her idea to have you join. Someone brought it to you. So what was it about playing this smarmy douchebag of a professor? Were you just kind of like, I've been the devil. I can do this.
Yeah, I didn't think I could get any worse than the devil, but there we go. No, I mean, I was really excited to join the show because I just think it's great, and it is great because of its messy fucked upness, and I think that watching people do things that they shouldn't be doing, but weirdly you're sitting there rooting for them to do it, is a very strange place to be, but like. That's exactly where we find ourselves with Tell Me Lies. And coming in to play a character like this, I knew that it wouldn't be a character that people liked. And I had to sort of get over that and service the story. But I felt like it was an important story to tell when you're talking about sexual toxicity and power dynamics and and the abuse of power. I think that that happens in everyday life, sadly, and certainly in 2008 there wasn't as much nuance about the discussion about those things, and people could hide in the shadows a lot more back then. And this is one of those characters who takes full advantage of those shadows and the ambiguity of lust.
Absolutely. And I think it's something that still happens today that we just kind of go, it doesn't happen anymore. What are you even talking about? So, and I love that this show doesn't hold back and that the two of you don't hold back and it's very in your face.
Yeah.
And like you said, you just kind of can't stop watching this horrible thing go down. And something the show does that you mentioned is I love that it writes terrible characters in such a likable way. And I said this to Jackson. I was like, every time Steven's on my screen, I want to punch him in the face. And he's added to my list of characters that I love to hate. My number one is Marnie from Girls, if you ever watched Girls. Exactly. So I want to know, who are your favorite characters in film and television that are just like, oh, you hate them, but you love to hate them?
Ooh. Oh, that's a good question. Who do I love to hate? Going way back, it's probably Ricky Gervais in The Office. It's such a kind of like dick, but you love him at the end of it. And it's that weird thing of like everyone thinks he's a dick, but they still actually have a deep affection for him.
Right. And then mine would be Steve Carell.
There you go.
Perfect. And my last thing before I get out of here, if you guys can give me a tease, you can do it together or separate, just like a 30-second pitch of why everyone should tune in to Tell Me Lies season 2.
Tom Ellis.
That's your pitch.
That's my bit.
If you like Tom Ellis and Red Flags, you'll love Tell Me Lies season 2.
I mean, honestly, this show it's relatable in the most messed up way. You hate watch this show, and it's it's relatable, it's terrible, it's a train wreck of emotion and trauma. And there's also some really like heartfelt moments. And there's friendship, female friendship, and the dynamics within that are so enjoyable and are the kind of heart of the show, I think. And I think people are going to love it this season.
Well, thank you so much. I loved season 2, and I can't wait for everyone else to watch it. It's so good.
Thanks so much, Sarah.
You're welcome.
Take care.